Welcome back to Burghley, the Defender Burghley Horse Trials. Not long now until the cross-country phase. The man on my right is here on terra firma this year because he announced his retirement from top-level competition after badminton. He is, of course, the man many describe as the GOAT, William Fox Pitt. I'm going to test his, not the old GOAT, you know, greatest of all time, that thing. Now we're going to look back on some of his great performances here at Burghley.
William Fox Pitt, no stranger to Burghley.
Concentration, composure.
Wonderful horseman.
Very good eye for stride.
And he is so popular, William.
He's etched in my memory.
This is what cross-country riding's about.
Genius.
Real harmony between this partnership.
William's always been a rider that I've looked up to.
Totally focused.
He really has made it to the big time.
What is it now? Is that your third?
My third.
He's the most phenomenal rider.
Real accuracy.
I had spent my whole life trying to beat him.
What he doesn't know about Burghley horse trials isn't worth knowing.
To win any 5-star 6 times is an incredible achievement. What an icon.
Just the last to go. And there it is. A record-breaking 6th Burghley title. And a moment of history.
It really feels amazing to have won Burghley 6 times.
He's the best.
All we're trying to do is try and beat William Fox Pitt, and most of the time we failed.
You've given us all something to aim for.
3 decades of excellence, and here he is. How have you felt walking around Burghley this week, being fated?
Yeah, there's been a lot of fuss, but I'm seriously flattered to have had all the great things said about those memories. And yeah, it's as Tina was saying earlier, it's quite a relief to not be riding. But I have quietly been riding less here in recent years anyway, so I've been weaning myself off that Burghley drug.
I mean, you're looking really well. Do you feel good about your decision?
Yeah, I really do. I really do. I've been waiting. I've been obviously getting older and wondering when and how and what was the moment going to be, and thought the moment would strike me, and it just wasn't. And I just can remember very clearly, I was at badminton this year, lovely mare, Grafenacht, and I kept on thinking, this is my last. I really feel good about that. You know, we'll see how it goes, but you know what? There's time for new things, time for some life.
Let's have a look at the horses that were your life for 30 years. We'll start with Chaka all the way back in 1994. How important a day was this?
That was a very, very big day in my career. Naturally, I was quite young, and I got a seriously good horse. I didn't know that I was good enough to ride him, and he really did stamp my career. Winning on him really brought things on, and was a complete surprise. I mean, I was 25. You know, how on earth did I win Burghley, really?
That was Highland Lad we saw in 2002.
Yeah, and Highland Lad, he was a fantastic, big, powerful horse, really good jumping machine. And again, nowhere expected to win with him. He was relatively green, but my goodness, he could jump and perform. And that clear show jumping, I think, moved me up a number of places. So again, a lot of luck.
Here's Ballincoola. This is 2005.
This is a very special horse. He's the only horse I've ridden around here 5 times. Very tough and sound, but he was an out-and-out jumper. Galloping wasn't always his thing, but he just would always keep going, keep digging deep. And I think he was just very, very strong with his jumping.
And Parkmore Red, you won in 2007. The sort of early noughties were your real golden spell. You were winning pretty much every year.
I know, I had a good time in those days, but I know how lucky was I to have such good horses that could do it for me. I think, you know, winning any 3-day involves a bit of luck, but my goodness, you've got to have the horses to do it with. And Parkmore Red was a great horse. Again, very good jumper and a bit of an Irish hunter, but he could gallop as well.
And I guess if you were to ask anybody here and take a straw poll, who do you associate most with William Fox Pitt? It's probably this horse, Tamarillo.
Yeah, Tamarillo was definitely a horse of a lifetime. He was made for Burghley. He was an athletic galloping machine. And it was such a relief to have won on him. He amazingly also won badminton. But if I couldn't win Burghley and badminton on him, then I couldn't win it on anything, really. He was a real athlete and a fantastic horse to have had. And that was his last event here at Burghley when he was 16. So it's great to have brought him here after all his team experiences.
And this is Park Lane Hawk, your final Burghley winner in 2011?
Oh my goodness, it was that long ago. And yes, he was a lovely big thoroughbred horse, old-fashioned stamp, but yeah, he really could gallop here. He loved the terrain, and yeah, he was a fantastic horse to have had him. Catherine Witt gave him to me, and how lucky was I had to have had him in my last years of actually winning something. And Burley, he just pulled that off and gave me a great ride in that show jumping as well.
What a super sextet they were. Thanks so much and many congratulations. I hope you take all the adulation that you deserve.
Thank you very much. I didn't do too much sobbing, did I?
No sobbing. He's been very good. He's got used to it now. Of course, this is such a difficult course. That's why winning 6 of them is such a big deal. Just how difficult? Well, John Kyle's going to talk you through it.